Hey, good morning, you guys. I have some really fun news to share with you guys. It is officially the 23rd of July, and the book is live. I'm so excited. So, yeah, big news, big news. Thank you so much. Hi, Shannon. I see you. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. So, yeah, so this is huge news for me. I just wanted to come on live and share the moment with you guys and talk about what the book is about and the journey that it took to get here and yeah, and maybe give you a little preview about what it is. But I'm so excited. You won't even believe the work that went into getting it live to be available today. Like it was poor, like Wendy's been helping me, Kira's been helping me. Like it's been crazy long hours just because there's just a lot of things that go into making it happen. But and then of course, I mean, there's a whole like year leading up to it of writing. But man, what a special experience it was. I got to tell you, writing this book, like I felt like every morning I would make it like this was like a meditation for me. And I would sit and I would drop in and I would get in a channel and I would write. And it was like time with Isla, with me and Isla, and just letting it flow through. And it was unlike definitely unlike any other writing experience I've ever had. And I'm sorry, Michael, like I'm hot today, or my AC is like on the fritz and it's getting repaired. So I'm like, ugh. It's like so hot, but I'm just hot because I'm so happy. That's all it is. Thank you. Thank you so much for the great congratulations, you guys. You're so awesome. Thank you. All right. I love it, you guys. So, hey, okay, we'll spend some time together. I want to share with you what it's about. Talk through maybe I thought we'd talk through the table of contents so you could kind of get a preview what it's about. But what would be super fun is to talk with you guys after you've had a chance to read it or at least look at it. So what we're going to do is, if you want, come and join me for an official book launch party. And we'll do it in a couple days so that you guys have a chance to get the book and get it in your hands and actually read it. And that way you can come with if you have thoughts or questions and we can talk about it. So we're going to do it on August 9th. All you got to do to come to the party is have the book. So we set up a email that you can send your so you can get the book. It's only on Amazon right now. You can get it in Kindle or regular print. And then eventually we'll have it on Ingram Sparks. You'll be able to get it in all the bookstores and stuff like that. But right now it's just on Amazon because that was like the first and the fastest. But once you get your book, you could like take a screenshot or do of your purchase or of your review and send it to us to this email. Or if you can't do like the screenshots or like outside of the realm, if that's hard, just send us like, hey, I bought it at this date and time. Just let us know you bought it. Let us know you did the review. Like that's the big thing. If you could go onto Amazon after you buy and leave us a kind review, that would mean a lot. A lot. Many of you did that on the last book, and I tell you, it made all the difference. So don't think that it doesn't matter, because it really matters. It really matters. So that one thing, if you could do that, that would be incredible. So, and once you buy the book, you get to leave a review as like a verified buyer, and that would be enormously kind of you if you would do it. And then so just send us a note saying, "Yep, I left a review." You could say like, "I did it on this day," or whatever you want to do. And you send us the note, and there's a special email we send up just for this, which is book party at anntucker.com. So it's all one word, book party. And send us a note, and you will immediately get a response back with the link. Oh, sorry, is it book launch, Wendy, or book party? Did I say it wrong? What did I set up? I mean, this is all like, oh my God, we got to get this quick. Okay, it must be book launch. Can you test it, Wendy, really quick and make sure? Okay, thank you. She's testing it to be sure. So anyways, when you email it with with just letting us know that you've got it and you've left a review, then you will get a link, a book party. That's what it is, book party at anntucker.com. So just an email. Send us your notification, your confirmation that you've left your review, and then you will get the link in your inbox right away. And so, and then you just come, and it's on August 9th at 10 a.m. and we're going to hang out, and and like in that point, like I said, it will be awesome. You'll have had a minute to read the book and to go through it, and you can come and bring your questions and we can talk about it. Cause man, you guys, like it has been so hard to sit on this book. It's been so hard not to share it. And I've talked about a lot of it, but it has been like, I'm so excited to be able to go deep with you guys on this stuff, because I really like, while I was writing it, and I cannot wait to find out, is it just me? Like, is it just me that this blew my mind, you guys? As this stuff was coming through and I was channeling it, and I was in conversation with Isla, the book is part channeling, part me explaining and talking, because sometimes Isla shows me things rather than talking. So it's a combination of both. It's, and I put in the channeling, and then I put in my thoughts and the descriptions and kind of break it down. It's a lot like the Friday Lives that we do, where we do the channeling and then we do the breakdown. It's a lot like that, but it's in written form. And but there were so many things that literally blew my mind wide open. And maybe for you guys, like, I cannot wait to find out. Like, does it blow your mind too? Like, is any of this news like new to you, or is it like, is this some of the stuff you already knew? How does it fit with your understanding of the universe? So, and that's really what this is about. Like, do you ever wonder the big questions about, like, how are souls born, and how does the universe grow, and is the universe really expanding or contracting, and where do we fit in that, and is this big shift of consciousness, is it just us, or is it the whole universe? And where are we? Where is this shift of consciousness, like, what is it, where, how does it fit in the big picture? And the book, believe it or not, answers all of that. And it's not the only answer in the world, right? There are plenty of belief systems and faith traditions that have answers, but this for me is the coolest answer I've ever heard. So yeah, so I cannot wait. I cannot wait for you guys to read it and to talk about it and to see what you think. And so one of the things I say at the beginning of the book is if you have other concepts about how these big questions are answered, one of the ways that you can approach the book is to say, okay, come into it as if this is talking about some other universe, as if it's just like like you're reading about a universe we've never known, so that you can read the whole thing and get the whole picture, and then decide, and as a framework. Because if, as you're reading it, if you're trying to like fit in other belief systems or thoughts, it might be difficult. Like, it might be easier just to imagine it, like hear it all for the first time as a blank slate, and then weigh it against your heart and feel like, does this land for me? Does this make sense to me? How does it fit with your worldview? And we always make space for, like, it's a big world, and we all get to create our own realities. So I make space, of course, if you have a different perspective. But yeah, but I really am excited for you to hear this one coming from Isla. The way I understand who Isla is, based on this book and everything she taught me through this book, is it's like the universe is her womb. And she said that she creates babies like from all over her body, but it's like she doesn't really have a body like we do. The universe is her womb. And so it's really funny. Like, I remember one time I put on YouTube, I was talking about how Isla is the mother of all souls. And there was a guy who clearly had an incredible out-of-body experience, out-of-body journey. And he says, well, she's not my mother because I saw my birth and I popped into existence out of nothing. And I just kind of thought, yes, you did. And that nothingness was Isla. Like, that's her. She is the universe. So, and it's like not the only universe, but this one is like, it doesn't make us, the fact that she's a universe and we are in the universe doesn't make us smaller than her, or doesn't make her better than us. It's like, in the same way that if you have those stacking Russian dolls where you have the big one and then the smaller one and then the smaller one is just smaller. It's identical to the bigger one, that on many levels we are like Isla. And it's just like your biological parents, like we have their traits. So yeah, so it is, yeah, it's really, really exciting to hear about it from her perspective, and to hear how it all fits together from her perspective. Wow, thank you. And then Irma saying that all your messages have opened really opened a door for my peace and love. It's a constant now in my life. Wow, I love hearing that. Thank you so much. And Nancy, I'm so glad you can't wait to read it. Debbie's here. She says mostly at 3 a.m. Congratulations. Thank you so much, Bailey. You guys, so exciting. So ordered arriving Sunday. Oh, it is so exciting that you guys are going to be reading it. I cannot tell you, like I said, how hard it is to I feel like I'm holding this like incredible, to me, it's been incredible. And to have it all to myself has been like, I feel like I've been in a cave sitting on something magic. And yeah, I'm so hopeful that it will be meaningful to you too. Like I trust like my own journey through this book has been in and by itself has been enough. It's been more than enough. But then the coolest thing is to get to share it with all of you guys. So yeah, so exciting. And then okay, so I will tell you guys a little bit about, like, let's go through the table of contents together, and so you can kind of get a preview of what the book is about. So I call it the Map to New Earth. And the way that, so I as I was writing the book evolved. Like it was an iterative process, and I'm working through it because I didn't have all the answers to start with. I just kind of started with when I was channeling Isla in the beginning, and she started talking about all this super cosmic stuff started coming through. Like some of the like initial kickoffs were at the retreat, where she started talking about some of these messages came through, really deep messages about freedom and how we create, and us as creators and all this kind of stuff. And that was the beginning. And at the last October retreat, and some other events that I had. And so I started writing and letting it, and I just gathering all the concepts as she was giving them to me and trying to fit them together. And I got like 50 pages in, and I realized that the book was actually a model of the universe. And that blew my mind. So then I had to go back and put it back into that and take all the sections and organize them in a sequential model. Like first this happens, then this happens, and this happens. And it was a model of like all growth in the universe. It's a model of how the universe grows, but also how our souls grow, how our consciousness grows, all of it. And it breaks it down into steps so you can understand. So that's why I call it a map, is because once you know the steps in the model, you know where you are. And I'll cheat here, we are in step 5. Like humanity is in 5. We're in number 5. That's where we are right now. And it's a really cool stage because it's the stage where the two energies overlap between masculine and feminine energy. And the book goes into that in depth, but it really helps you to understand what's going on, and it helps you understand where we've been and where we're going and what's coming next. So, okay, so I put it into this model format. When I did that, then the most incredible thing happened where I realized, I laid it all out. The model has 7 stages to it. And then I thought, wow, I wrote a book 10 years ago that had a model in it that had 7 stages in it that I also got as a big download. And guess what? It was the exact same model. And I hadn't seen it. I didn't even realize it, that I was writing it from a completely different perspective, that I had written this old book and it was about how we create, and us like individually, very specifically. It's about your soul type. The first book was, which I wrote 10 years ago. It's called Undoubt. This is it. This is the first book. And I'm going to redo a new edition so that it looks similar to the new book. Because I wrote this one. This is about your soul type and how you fit in the process of creation when you create with others and by yourself. So this is about being a creator. But I'm going to write a new introduction to tie it to the new book. But this one has the 7 stages in it of creation. And when I realized that the new model took the new book took the same model, but then blew it out and turned it into this model that we can now use to understand the giant picture, the whole picture. It was the most incredible feeling because I realized I did not see it coming, right? I literally recreated the model before I realized it was the exact same model. And I just felt, when that happened, I felt like, oh my word, this was always going to happen. Like this was always, and I never saw it until that moment. And like, how could that, there's no chance, the serendipity of that, there's no chance that could happen on accident. So to come full circle back to the exact same point from a totally different perspective, I realized, yeah, this book now, The Map to New Earth, was always going to be written. As a matter of fact, I had dreams before I had written any books, that I had dreams of a table with 3 books on it, that I was going to write 3 books. And yeah, so here I am, book 1, 2, 3. And so this book was always there, just waiting for me to bring it through and to write it. So that what a feeling, what a feeling that was, that moment. I was just, Yeah, it almost makes me want to cry. You know those moments when you realize how supported we are, how guided we are, how loved we are. Yeah, incredible, incredible. And that we don't always know the path, but trust, like trust that the path is there. And then these moments when you see the path and you realize you were always on it. You were always on it. You just didn't see it until it happened. And now you can look backwards and say, "Yep, wow, thank you." Thank you. So incredible. So okay, so the book starts out with, yeah, and the book ships to Australia. Oh, good. I'm so glad. That's awesome. Yeah. Tear of joy. Thank you so much. Oh, chills, chills, you guys. Yes, the books are like fractals. Exactly, Geraldine. Yes, they really are. So yeah, and and you're saying undoubtedly awesome. Help me and my husband understand our relationship. So cool. The books are connected. So awesome. That is so cool. That's exactly how it's meant to be used. So cool. Yeah, you have undoubtedly awesome as well. Wow, how cool they tie together. Yeah, absolutely blew my mind, Janine. Yeah, the synchronicities. So, so let's see here. Did you get the? Oh, let's see here. Um, uh, okay, so can't wait to read the new book. Thank you so much, you guys. Yeah, the book cover. I love the cover too. It has the spiral because the model unfolds on a spiral, which you'll learn all about in the book. So the first section in the table of contents talks about this journey that we're on, that it's really about this journey of growth and awakening. And it starts talking about the how it is that we grow specifically, like how does our growth unfold? And then it introduces the 7 stages, and I break them down in detail, describe them, 1 through 7. And so that's really the whole first section is describing like this is, and this explains, and I do it both from the cosmic level, like how does the universe grow, how like, and all about like God and Isla and everybody, and also us. Like, how does our consciousness grow? So then, and I have it pulled up here so I can share it with you guys. I was hoping I could get like a tester copy to hold so I could show it to you guys, but we didn't. It's like we were trying to get it done out as quickly as possible. So I'll probably get my copy tomorrow. But so okay, so the 7 stages, then I talk about how the 7 stages unfold on a spiral, that it's not like you do the 7 stages and you come back to ground, you don't come back to zero and just start like think about how depressing that would be if you go through all 7 stages and then you just go right back to the beginning again and be like wah wah. And it's not. It is this continual spiral of evolution as we go up higher and higher and higher through different octaves of our evolution. And each, as you go out down the spiral, there are 7 stages on each rung of the spiral. So you go, a rung is 7 stages, and then you're on the next octave, another 7 stages, right? And then another 7 stages, like that. And so then I go into talking about how this works and how it plays out for the universe and for us. And that's where I go into like is the universe expanding or contracting, or how does that all work? And hopefully explain it. You guys know I love my metaphors. Hopefully I explain it in ways that make it easy. Like, you do not need any math to understand this book. If anything, like I am not I don't like things to be super complicated. I prefer them to be where you can hopefully you'll read it and things will just click. And that's my hope. So yeah, so let me know, like if it does, if you're able to get through some of these concepts in a way that it's just like, oh, it's so simple, because it should be simple, because in reality we are the universe. We have a universe inside of us. So why should it be hard for us to understand, right? It's what we are. So, okay, so then I go into, okay, great. So now we understand the map, we understand how this whole thing works. Then we go, okay, great. So now let's go back to where it all started. Let's go back to the beginning and talk about where the spiral began and where humanity began. So I talk about where evolution began at the beginning of everything. I talk about, and that goes through the creation of angels, the creation of humanity, all of it. And then I go into like how I met Isla and like my first interactions with her, and how that helped me to understand the beginnings of our universe. And I bring in those examples that she shared and what I learned, and how that also taught me about the process of creation, and how understanding that dynamic between Isla and the grand central sun is so critical to understanding how creation happens. So, and that's in the section where I start talking about how souls are born as well. And I have a whole channel passage that describes how a soul is created, which is so cool. So cool. So then, okay, so now that's where we started. Then I talk about where are we now? And this to me is just super exciting section because I told you we're in the fifth stage and it talks about what does it really mean? And this to me, like there's a lot of things in here that the other sections are kind of mind blowers about just like the answers of the universe, or these are I shouldn't say the answers. These are some answers that other people may have other answers that resonate more deeply for them. These answers, I love these answers. And to me, I feel the truthiness of these answers for me. But I, like I said, I don't like to say the, because that's, yeah, anyways, you get my point. But this next section about where are we now goes into what is the shift of what is the shift of consciousness, and in a really deep way, that understanding about how, and what I love about it, you guys, is that it is not nearly as complicated as we've made it out to be. It's not nearly as hard, and it things that we can take incremental steps to achieve. And the book breaks it down to say this is how. So yeah, so and then at the end of that section, Isla goes into the fact that the reason for incarnating altogether is going to change. That right now we incarnate to move into we're into the karmic like earth school, so that we can encounter ourselves, right? So that we can see ourselves and get to know ourselves. So it's really about expanding our self understanding. And as we go to the next stage of consciousness, that changes, where the new goal will be to understand ourselves as creators, which is different. It is one thing to understand yourself as a soul, like to understand all the wrinkles. It's really like where we are now is much more reactive. How will I behave? What will happen? What will I do? How will I change if I'm put in this situation, right? If I experience this, how will my soul grow? What will I become if I have this experience? That's the karmic school. The new reality is what what can I move through me now that I've have all this learning about myself and I've expanded myself so much through this earth school. Now, how can I use that to create something amazing, right? How can I learn to become truly masterful in understanding the gift of my own creative ability? And what can I create that is of service to the earth and to everyone else? So, and yes, all the other things come in, telepathy and all of that is part of it. But so that is a really cool part. So that's that whole section of where are we now, really getting to deeply understand that and how to embody it. Then I go into like the destination. Like what are we trying to achieve with this shift of consciousness? And a spoiler alert, we're actually going to become a whole lot more like Isla because we're moving from an era where we've been very focused on the development of our masculine energy. We're moving into a stage where we're going to be focused on the development of our feminine energy. And Isla is the embodiment of that. Like in terms of our two cosmic parents, right? We've got Isla and the Grand Central Sun. Grand Central Sun is masculine energy. Isla is feminine energy. So we go into what are her qualities? What are her traits? Right. So then once we go through all of that, we go through the next paragraph or the next chapter, next section, which is about how to move forward from here. Like, how do we do this? Okay, great. Now we have this understanding of the big picture. We see the map of where we are. We understand where we are today. We see where we started, where we are now, and where we want to go next. How do we do it? What are the real steps that we want to take in order to try to embrace this new way of being? Because the energies are coming. We know the energies are coming to the planet. Like now we're in it, like and it's getting increasing all the time. So it's going to be a two-part thing. The energies as well as a shift of consciousness means it's like a shift of perspective. Have you ever had a thing happen in your life where one minute you are going through life with a certain set of, or like a certain understanding about things, and then something happens, you learn something, you see something, and all of a sudden, your perspective shifts and you see it in a new way. And you can never go back to the old way. Like it's almost like someone peeled the blinders off and you realize a truth that was hidden from you before, and it changes everything. Right. And I think we've all experienced that. Like, I mean, like little ones, when you're little, it might be like when Santa Claus is like actually, not a real being. Like it maybe for me, it was my dad. You know what I mean? Like that things like that, that is like, okay, that's a paradigm shift. But there's bigger ones, about, oh gosh, there's so many that we go through in life where we have these awarenesses. So maybe you've had them on your healing journey, where at one minute you think you're stuck and then you realize you're not, or you realize that you've been, that there's a behavior that you have that you were totally unaware of that was actually creating part of your misery, and it's something you can change. So those are those major aha moments that it's like, oh my gosh, I see it now. So this shift of consciousness is like that, but then it's paired with habits and sort of grooves of thinking and being that we need to break free from. So the whole last section of the book is like, here's how we can do it. Here's the things that we can do right now, that and small steps, big steps, things that we can, where we can start to break free and start to embrace the new energies as we're being supported. So yeah, so it's really a big leg up and I'm practicing with these things right now. I'm already trying to put them into practice and trying to learn to create in the new way and how to try to think in the new way. And it takes practice, but that's why we've got time. We are the transition team. Like we are the team between the old way and the new way, and the two ways will coexist during our lifetimes. So it is our job to learn to be the new earth and to embody and to create it from inside of us. Yeah. So that's as a general gist, like that's what it's about. And I cannot wait for you to read it. And I cannot wait to talk about it with you. Yeah, the two books are like fractals. They really are. You're saying incredible. I love it. I love the word truthiness. Thank you. Yeah, I like it because it makes space. Truthiness leaves space for other perspectives. And I think that's so important because we're all meant to have our own discernment, and listen to our hearts. All right, you got it on Kindle. Yay. Okay, so awesome. The shift of perspective. You're ordering yours now. Thank you, Nancy. Fantastic. And see, one thing that changed my life incredibly was reading Many Lives, Many Masters. It opened me to the idea of being eternal. Great example. Yes, exactly. Right. What a mind blower, right? To suddenly realize, wow, like there's so much more, right? To being a soul and being a human. Right. So cool. And part of the transition team. I know. I mean, it's a big deal to be here right now, a really big deal. And the more of us that embrace the new energy, like the more of new earth we get to create, right? The more, it's literally bite by bite we get to do this. And we are creating it. One of the cool things that Isla says in the book is that we carry it with us. So I don't want to give it all away because she says it in such a cool way, and I want you to get to that part. It's like I want it to have you to have the experience of it unfolding and to get to that part, and yeah, get to feel it for yourself. But there's a lot of inspiration. I found that I was so inspired with this book, and I, every single time I sat down to write it, I was in connection. I was deeply connected every single time. So the frequencies in this book are off the charts, off the charts. And so just let it flow through you, right? Let the energy, every time you pick it up, let it flow through you. Because Isla is all over this book. Even the sections that are not, there's like I said, it's about 40% channel, about 60% not. And some of that is I'm describing where I'm also clairvoyant, so I'm explaining visuals and things, just like I do, if those of you who are my peace bathing program or whatever, I always describe what I see afterwards. And so there's some of that in there as well. And all right, all right. Oh, yay! Adrian's gotten hers. Adrian, you've been so much on my mind lately. Just so you know, I've been sending you so much love. So I've been thinking about you. I'm so glad you got the book too. Thank you, Adrian. Thank you so much. And Irma's here. Me neither. And being here with you is thank you so much. We are a great team to create our new earth. Are we ever? Yes, fantastic. And choosing freedom. You got yours. Fantastic. Jenny is here. She says, my best friend asked me when we were about 9, why are we here right now? Always stuck with me. That is so cool. I wonder if you're still in touch with that friend. You could send her the book. Here's why. And Alex is with us. Alex says, this is so exciting. It's amazing how much this topic has been on my radar lately. And now here you are bringing this knowledge in for us. So beautiful, the synchronicity. I love it. So excited to get this book. Yay. Thank you. All right. And you got it, Carmen. Got it. Fantastic, you guys. Oh my gosh. So when you come to the book party, bring your questions, bring thoughts that you want to share about the book or anything, stories you want to tell about the book. Cause I would love for that to be like a part of the celebration for me is going to be, oh my gosh, I'm not the only one holding this book anymore. And we can talk about it. I love, I love talking about deep stuff. I got Scorpio rising, you guys. I'm like, let's please talk about deep stuff. So yeah, so I would love it if you come in and just share, how it affects you or how it doesn't or whatever, how it inspires you. If you've heard other stuff that it makes you think of, like, let's bring it. Let's bring it in. A big soup of discussion would be so much fun. And anybody who's joining later who wasn't here at the very start, we're going to have a book party. And and the book party is going to be like, now that the book is live, you can go ahead and get it. And this will give you a chance to read it. And then we're going to get together and have the book party so that that way you'll have a chance to, like, you'll have gone through it and we can go into it together. So, and the book party, to come to the book party, all you got to do is, once you have the book, if you could please very kindly leave us a review on Amazon and then let us know you did. Send us an email at bookparty@anntucker.com. And it's Ann with an E in case it bounces. It's ANNE Tucker, bookparty@anntucker.com. And just let us know if you want to send us a screenshot or if you just want to tell us, like, I did it at this date and time, like whatever works for you. Let us know you did it, and you will get right away. You will get an email back with the link. And so if you don't see that email back with the link, just check it may go into your junk mail or check your inbox, but you should get it right away. So yeah. So you say order yours this afternoon. Yay. Thank you so much. Thank you, Andrea. Appreciate that. And then Pam Gregory mentioned some planet or astrology significant being who produces babies from all over its body. So here's what's crazy. So yes, she talks about this. So I had already connected with Isla, and Isla had told me that she produces babies and it was one of my first experiences with her. And I saw her and she was telling me she produces babies from all over her body. And of course, my first thought is like, oh my God, she's like barefoot and pregnant in the sky. Of course, because I'm a human. That's where my head goes. Like, she's barefoot and pregnant making babies all the time. And she laughs and she says, no. And then she shows me a visual of her dancing across the sky and stars flowing out of her feet. And the stars were us. The stars were souls. And I was like, it was such a cool, I was like, okay, I get it now. Like, it's like the idea is that it's just her essence is creative and it flows from all over her. But yeah, so I had this where she showed me that babies come out from all over her, but it's like, basically it's like flowing stars. And then, which is basically showing me that the universe is her womb, is really the best way for me to understand it. But then right after that, I had a conversation with Pam, and Pam very graciously took a look at my chart. So, and apparently because Pam is great at looking at these dwarf planets. And apparently there's these 3 planets that are most, it was right after she had done a video that was all about these 3 dwarf planets that were like the most important planets for the shift of consciousness. And one of them was this Haumea, who is the one who bursts babies from all over her bodies. And when she looked at my chart, those 3 dwarf planets were like one was right on my ascendant, one was right on my midheaven, and one is right on three were the 3 like the most active spots on my chart. Those 3 exact dwarf planets, including Haumea, who births babies from all over her body. So it was just the serendipity blew my mind. So yes, I know exactly the one you're talking about. And yeah, apparently it's like big in my chart. So crazy. I know, barefoot and pregnant in the sky. I'm glad that's funny to you too, because I was like, wait a minute. But no, she's much more empowered. She's a liberated lady. And Debbie, so glad you can make it to the book party. Thank you. Jenny's getting hers next week. Fantastic. Yes. And then here we are. You're saying, I actually have, so you are Leo in the 10th house. Is that the astrology of right now? Is that what you're saying? I think the astrology of right like today is like exceptional for a book launch. So yeah, so I'm super excited. And Mercury just went direct. So yeah, so it's like it's actually stationing right now. So yeah, we are in good spirits for a new book to come out. So thank you so much, William. Appreciate it. You're saying unfortunately Kindle version is not available in Malaysia. Darn it, but paperback has okay, all right. So hopefully you can get it in an easy way. It is a nice thing with Amazon that it is, it is available around the world, but we will put it out on with Ingram Sparks as well for bookstores. So it should be available in many different ways down the road. This is just the fastest way to do it. Yeah, you said. Thank you for that. I'm so glad you like the cover. Thank you. And yeah, super exciting. You're saying Sedna. Oh, Sedna is the one. Thank you. I was saying Himea, but Sedna. Yeah, so it's crazy. But thank you for that. I appreciate that, Blower. Yes, very fortuitous. Jupiter and Leo in your 10th house. Love it. Whoa, those placements are insane. They say Pam is one of my teachers too. Yeah, Pam, we all love Pam. She's such a sweetheart, and she's just I love that the way she delivers. You know what I mean? The information is just it's something about her is just so reassuring, and yeah, it's just beautiful. And then Joanna says, it's my birthday next week. So this book is a perfect gift. Happy birthday. Very much looking forward to reading it. I'm so glad. Ever since the 40-day glow up, I felt very connected to Isla. I'm so glad that you got to experience it. Anybody who hasn't, it is a free healing program right here on YouTube called the 40-day glow up. And you're welcome to it. I keep it live. It was something we did as an idea of like, for those of you who, not everybody has the budget to be able to participate in healing programs and so this 40-day globe is here for you. And it is with Isla, and it's an amazing experience. So and it's free, totally free. And it's 40 different meditations, and you can do them in any order. Or you just go through the whole thing. So yeah, so it's there for you guys. And that's a great way to get to know Isla as you are reading the book as well, to have that experience. So yeah. So, and if you've done it before, why not go back and do it again? More is more when it comes to this kind of healing. So, and then the sessions everyone is different. They're all some of the sessions in the 40-day glow up are sessions where we are working on ourselves. And some are sessions where we are, where they're working through us, where I was working through us to work to heal the world or the planet or others. Children it's just amazing. One is for children in the world. Yeah. Beautiful, beautiful sessions. Yeah. And you got good. You got the link already. Okay. That is so cool. She does love to dance. And that is actually, there's something about that in the book. So cool. Oh, good. You guys, it's so exciting to see you guys getting it. So awesome. Yeah. And then, yeah. And all you got to do, like I said, is so those of you who haven't done it yet, all you got to do is to go on Amazon and just leave your review. And then you get the link and just send us a little note saying, yep, left my review. And you get your link to the event, and it's totally free. It's just a party to be together. So yeah, Himea is the goddess who bursts the band. Sedna is the intuitive goddess of sea transformational and rebirth. Thank you so much. And I listen to the 40-day glow up every night. I can't remember if I'm in fourth. Oh, very cool, Evie. That's so awesome. I go in for those videos all the time. Love it, Sherry. That's so great. Does the book speak to how to create new communities to support New Earth? So, hey, Natasha, great to hear from you. So, does it speak to how to create communities? It actually, yes, there is a section in there talking about how it doesn't say how, but it says how communities will be created, which is very interesting. So, yeah, there is definitely a section on that, which is really cool the way she describes it. What's coming? Yeah. And then 40-day sessions, also beautiful, fantastic. Got the book. All right. Sorry, babies. Yes. And then it's been years since I read it, but in the Afterlife of Billy Fingers, there's something very similar to the concept of Isla as the female cosmos creating souls, and also the masculine side. Very cool. I love hearing because in my experience, part of the challenge I had in connecting with Isla is I didn't have a framework or any reference point for who she is. I had never heard of a female person being like her. I didn't have any reference point for her. So for her to try to, the way that, you'll read about it in the book, but part of it was she first showed me a really amazing experience where like my very first intro to her, I had multiple dreams leading up to it, but the moment where I got it was where I was in meditation and I got a visual, and I saw a woman kneeling in the dirt on a dirt road like kneeling on a dirt road and looking down the road, and it was like a lane with like, hedges on both sides, and Yeshua, Jesus, was walking down the lane to go be incarnated. And the woman kneeling knew everything that was going to happen to him, and she had that mix of like sadness and love and everything. And I realized that she was his mother. And so in my mind, I thought, oh, that's Mary. That's Mother Mary watching Yeshua go to be born. And then I thought, wait a minute. If she's watching him go to be born, she can't be Mary, because Mary would be on earth because she's going to give birth to him. So who's that? Right? That's a mother. I know it's his mother, but who's that? And that was when it clicked in my, and then a whole thing went on from that. But that was how I first got the idea and the understanding that she was a mother of souls. And so the first soul she showed me birthing was Yeshua, which was just so cool, like so cool. So cool, that moment. Yeah, really, really incredible. So you guys, okay, so that's what it is. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful that you guys are excited to read it. I'm so excited to share this with you and to hear what you feel and what you think from it, and to feel like, I know I will feel you as you are reading it. I know we're going to be connecting. I know that we're going to be in a cosmic space together, joining each other in this book. And so I feel that already. You talk about creating communities, is I can already feel it. As you guys are buying it, I can feel it. And that is amazing. That's an amazing feeling. Wow. I can actually feel that, and feel that this is, yeah, it's literally like giving it breath and life. It feels like a million. It literally feels like almost like if you could imagine what it would be like if everyone was like a little ray of light, like it sounds weird, but the visual I get is like hair follicles, how they sprout from, like if you have an area of bald, like on your underarm where it's bald, and then imagine all of a sudden like hair sprouts from it, but each one isn't hair. It's like a ray of light, like an expression or extension, like it's making it grow. Yeah, like you guys reading it expands this book, expands it, because then it becomes yours. So exciting. Wow, wow, wow. What a beautiful thing. And it's bringing in so much light. I can already see it. It's like different types of light than were already there. So yeah, so this is cool. So yes, we will be connected. I cannot wait to see if this shows up in my dreams, what I see in my dreams from you guys reading it. So amazing, you guys. So yeah. So take your time with it. Enjoy it. Yeah. And I'll be thinking of you, and I will be so excited to connect with you guys on the 9th. And thank you again. I'm so grateful, you guys, for your kindness and leaving us a review on Amazon. All you got to do after you buy the book is just go back in and say something nice. If you would, I'd be grateful, and leave us a kind review. And that, like I said, you might not think it makes a difference. It makes an enormous difference, like an enormous difference for people finding the book and trusting the book. And because you guys know me, but not everybody does. And so your review they'll value that much more than if I'm here saying, try the book and you will like it. Like, you saying it is 10 times more valued by someone who doesn't know me. So you leaving a thoughtful review or a kind review is like gold. It really is, in helping people to make their choice about whether or not they want to read this book. So thank you very, very much, you guys. Thank you very much. So going to wait for an Australian seller. Fantastic. It'll come for sure, for sure. So it just takes us a little while to get it loaded and all the different things. So, and you have to do it in sequence. You have to do Amazon, and then you do the other one. And so it'll come for sure. Yeah, going to wait for, and then you're saying so proud. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. I really appreciate it, Sherry. It's really beautiful. Thank you. I'm so excited to get the book just ordered on Amazon. Yay. Thank you very much, you guys. All right. So I hope you guys have a beautiful evening. Have some good reading tonight. So my daughter is here staying with me right now. I had such a crazy whirlwind of family for the last, and it still is. So we're still going on. But my daughter and I, you guys know, I am a Jane Austen fan, and my daughter has not yet seen the other Bennet sister, which is a BBC. It's all about, if you know the Pride and Prejudice story, it's about Mary, the sister that was like the intellectual one, the one that, and in this, she's the star of this whole series, and it's so well done. It's so much fun. So we've been saving it to read it. So that's our little celebration. So I went out and picked some gorgeous veggies from the garden. We're going to make broccoli and carrot soup with some gorgeous green beans, all from the garden. And then we're going to watch a Pride and Prejudice, which is actually, we're going to watch the other Bennet sister. So yeah, it couldn't be a better night. I'm super excited. So, yeah, see you in the field. Exactly, Irma. I love it. See you in the field, you guys. Bring your high vibes. I will see you there. Sending you so much love. Thank you so, so much. And I will see you on the 9th to talk about it. So, yeah, have a great night, you guys. See you later. Bye bye.